collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And in this video I'm going to be taking you through all of my pickups from my recent trip to Nashville, Tennessee, where I attended the ICCC. It's a Star Wars convention, as I said, in Nashville. It's absolutely awesome. I had an amazing time, and I was lucky enough to be a guest of John, the action figure graders. He had me staying at his house with a couple of other guys as well. Big shout out to Matt and Gary. Awesome spending time with you guys. So I just want to say thank you, John, for allowing me to stay in your house and for looking after me so well. What a fantastic host. He had lots of other people over for a party on the Thursday, the day before the VIP day of the convention, which I attended on the Friday. Loads of people came over for that. We're talking other YouTubers like Brett on Fett. We had Rocket City Sith, who is Brad, who I need to personally thank for the opportunity to even attend the ICCC, because he helped me out with the VIP pass, and he also works in some kind of job where he has to fly a lot, so he had loads of air miles spare, and he made it possible for me to fly out there basically. So I'm eternally grateful to you, my friend Brad. It was awesome spending time with you. Big shout out also to some of the other guys that were over at John's house, all the guys from the 5 Idiots Talking Toys YouTube channel. Their friends Vic, Uncle Victor and Charlie, 2 awesome guys. We played Texas Hold'em poker, we played cornhole. It was just an amazing time, and I've got to say, playing poker with those guys from New York, it was like sitting in an episode of The Sopranos. It really was, and I don't think I've laughed so hard in a very, very long time. If I've forgotten anybody else's name that was there that day, I do apologise, but just thank you all so much for an amazing time. And you never know, maybe we'll get to do it all again next year. I would really love to go again next year, just to see you guys. Not really anything to do with the convention, but just to see you guys again, because I had a blast, man. I haven't had that much fun in a very, very long time. So thank you all. Gary Moore, that was another guy that was there. Gary, how could I forget you, my friend? Many of my Patreon supporters there, I met you guys, and yeah, it's just awesome to spend time with you guys. Alright then, so moving on to some of the things that I managed to pick up. A couple of things were waiting back here for me when I arrived back in England, and that was Arc Commander Colt. I do have Arc Commander Blitz as well, which arrived just before I left. So what I'll do is I'll do one video for both of these figures. I'll review both of them at the same time. They're pretty much the same figure, just repainted. I've already done Havoc, so you know we'll do that in one video, both of those. So that'll be coming up on the channel in the next few days or whatever. But just thought I'd show those off because Arc Commander Colt actually arrived today. Next up was something that I didn't actually get from the convention itself, but it was waiting for me at John's house. John won this on eBay for me, I don't know, maybe a month or 6 weeks ago now, and it just wasn't worth posting it over here. Might as well just collect it if I'm going over there. And this is a 47 back Bossk with the free fall-on offer on the front. These often go yellow. Very, very difficult to get one of these not yellowed. And this one isn't actually too bad in terms of yellowness. I'm very, very happy with that. It looks awesome. It's really, really clean. Not too much edge wear or anything like that. There's the back of it. 47 back. So really, really happy with that one. So I probably will get this one graded. Hopefully it'll get an 80, like a yellow 80. That'll be really, really nice if it does get that. But thank you once again, John, for winning that one for me and keeping it in good shape for me for when I arrived. So that's Bossk. Now next up wasn't something I bought. This was actually given to me just before I left by a guy called Jason Woods, I think his name was, and he and a business partner have started a company called Empire Sabers. And he said to me, who do I want, Luke or Vader? And I said, Luke, please. So he just wanted to show me this. He wasn't, I didn't have to show this to you guys on my channel or anything like that. But if you are interested in one of these, because I do think these are super cool, then these are the details that you do need to know. So it's Empire Sabers, highly detailed metal saber pens, handcrafted in Houston, Texas, USA. EmpireSabers.com is the web address for you to check them out. And if you want to email them, it's empiresabers@protomail.com. So there's that. Now let's take a look at this thing, because I'm telling you guys, this thing is flipping awesome. So it comes in this little sort of black mini like flight case type thing, I think we call these. I'm just going to open it up now, and look at that. I've got the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker lightsaber. It looks awesome. It's handcrafted, as they said. I think his friend, the business partner, is an engineer, and he makes these things, and these are absolutely awesome. And it is a pen, so it's really heavy, but if you open it up like this, it's a pen, and you don't need to worry about it running out or anything like that and then becoming useful and just becoming like a display piece, because if you undo this here, then it's just your standard sort of biro ink pen, which you can get from any like stationery store, or I don't know, maybe Walmart or Target or somewhere like that. Somewhere might do them. Just screws back up like that, no problem, and then screws back up like that, and there you go. Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I think that's so awesome. When I saw it, I thought it was awesome. So as I say, I don't have to promote these guys or anything. I must admit, I haven't looked how much these go for, how much they sell for, but they're awesome. So check them out if you want to. Alright then, so finally moving on to the things that I actually picked up, and believe me guys, I think I got some pretty darn good bargains here, and you'll have to let me know if you agree on the prices that I paid for these things, especially this thing. I don't think you're going to believe how much I paid for this. Anyway, first off, let's look at these things on top here, because I did have a bit of an issue with this. So I've always wanted the R1G4 droid for my droid sale setup, but in the UK this one is always a bit of an expensive one to get on eBay. It's a tough one to find, it really is. So I thought $25, which is about £20, wasn't a bad deal at all, but I thought, maybe I can get that cheaper if I can include another figure. So I found this that he wanted $15 for, and I wanted this one because I don't have one with the Walmart sticker on it. So this one was $15, the other one was $25, so that's what, $40, and I knocked him down to $35 for both, which I thought was a pretty good deal. However, unfortunately, the Stormtrooper Mimbam didn't survive the the journey home. I think the glue was going on it a little bit, and then being in my case, it by the time I got it back, it had completely come off. That may have been something to do with the fact that my case was put onto a different flight on the way home, and I didn't get my case until the day after I returned, which was super annoying because there was like presents in the suitcase for my son, and it's just a bit annoying. But this was the only thing that was damaged in the suitcase. But in the end, I thought even if I didn't have that, I still think, $35 for this one figure compared to what they go for in the UK, I think that's still pretty decent, if I'm honest. The other thing I got is a vintage item. Now this is a Bossk in a baggie. It is a sealed baggie. The only problem is it does have 2 holes in the top of the baggie, so it's not mint by any means, but the figure can't be removed. You can remove the blaster, obviously, but this baggie, this particular baggie with the blue Kenner and the Made in Hong Kong in black with the little black border around there, this is actually quite a rare baggie, and I think the seller may have confused it with another baggie. This baggie, after consulting a few people, is apparently the baggie that came with the Darth Vader carry case, along with the figures of IG-88 in a baggie and Boba Fett in a baggie, I believe. And they, in top condition, they go for a lot of money, basically. But I'm happy to have it like this in my collection, just as part of my Bossk focus. I'm going to put it in like a little acrylic case. You can't get it graded or anything, and I think it'll just look pretty cool. I do have the other baggie as well that came with the mail away with the white writing, so yeah, I'm just starting to get a bit of a collection of Bossk baggies, and there's a couple of other different ones still to go that I'm hoping to get hold of. So that was actually $80, which I thought was a pretty good deal, even though it is opened at the top. Right, next up, we're going to have a look at this R5D4. Now, this was actually purchased in the lobby sales at the hotel, so after the convention. There was a guy selling a lot of TVC, and he had a box full of VOTC and Vintage Saga Collection figures, and on the box it said, anything in this box is $10. And I found this in there, and I thought this for $10, even though it's getting reissued, was an absolute steal. I do have it already unpunched, but there's no harm in having a spare. Or maybe I can trade it with somebody that needs it for something else. But I thought at $10, there's no way I can pass that up. no way at all. So as I say, that was purchased in the lobby sales. There was room sales going on and all that kind of thing. So I think I did pretty well there. This is a custom Bossk by D2C Studios, 2022 ICCC. So this is a figure from last year, and that was bought for me by Gary Moore, who's too generous. He really is. And yeah, another figure to go with my Bossk focus. So thank you so much for that, Gary. That is awesome. Let's just get the real Bossk out of the way, the vintage Saga collection one. So 2 items left to go through. Right, so this one, this Major Pano is probably the last remaining Legacy collection figure that I need that's reasonably rare, that I want in my collection, like original trilogy. Gary Moore helped me out with the Lee Sub-Serlin figure and a Jawa previously as well. And, you know, the Legacy collection figures are expensive. This one was actually $40, which I didn't think was actually too bad. £35 in the UK. You're not going to get that one any cheaper than £55-60 in the UK, maybe even more than that. So I was very happy with that one, and I'll probably open this one up on a opening figures video where I open figures with my son, and he's going to look awesome in the Return of the Jedi collection. So that's Major Pano. Very happy with that. And finally, I picked up a vintage collection Target exclusive land speeder. Now, I have had one of these before, boxed, completely mint, my version was, and I sold it because I really didn't want to open such a mint box. So I sold it basically, and I've been after a not so mint box that I'm happy to open, and I finally found one. Now this one has a bit of a dent there, as you can see, so the box isn't that great. But how much do you think I got this for? I'll let you think about that for a couple of seconds before I tell you, because I'm thinking maybe some of you are probably thinking, what, 50, 60, 70, maybe even $80. I think a mint one of these goes for maybe 120, 150. I got this for $20. That's like £17 in English pounds. I actually could not believe it. It actually had a price sticker on it of $20. And I actually said to the guy, is that $20, mate? And he said, yeah. He said, because, you know, that hurts the value. And I said, well, I don't care, because I'm going to be opening it anyway. And for $20, I'm now going to be able to review this on my channel. I've always wanted to review this, so I will be doing this review, opening up, checking it out, and doing a full review of the land speeder, which would be awesome. What do we need now for this? Here's a new Luke Skywalker and a new Obi-Wan. That would be awesome. So there you go then, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I thank you for watching this video, checking out all of my pickups from ICCC. I just want to say once again, I had the best time. Like, I haven't had such a good time in a long time, basically. Spending time with awesome people, like-minded people, Star Wars collectors. It was just a laugh a minute. We're laughing all the time. We're having a few beers. John, Action Figure Grader, was the perfect host. He's got a lovely house, you know, had a great room to sleep in. Lovely food all through the weekend and everything. He was just a perfect host. So thank you so much, John. I really do appreciate it, buddy. So much better than staying in a hotel. So yeah, spending time with you, meeting you for the first time. We talk all the time anyway, but meeting you in person, you know, I really do count you as a true friend, buddy. So thank you so much. And also all of the other friends that I now have as well that are stateside. You're all in America there and I'm over here, but you know, I count you all as friends, man. So thank you so much. Right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members for supporting my channel in the way that you do. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we shall see you on the next one.